All right, intelligence has discerned a pattern of movement. See, this is how they got the moskva. I told you about that last week. Don't be predictable. Intelligence has discerned a pattern of movements of enemy at sea replenishment tankers and tenders. Oh yeah. A small enemy force, including 1 or 2 of these ships, is expected to sail from Chantal momentarily for a rendezvous somewhere in the Yellow Sea. This is going to get ugly. Yellow Sea, very shallow water. We really don't want to go up there. Hey, thanks for the follow, Sean and B-Bubs. Appreciate you guys. Did we have any kind of raid or something? 35 minutes in, how many hostile whales have we sunk? None yet. Stick around, though. We're just getting started. Okay, locate and sink any nearby warships. We're going to go to the Yellow Sea. This is going to be super duper dangerous. I don't think, in reality, we would ever send any submarine, even the best in the world, into the Yellow Sea. There's no need to. But this is a video game, and we're going to have some fun, so let's go do it. We might end up demonstrating why you never want to do this. I'm evading that. Oh, they got us. Okay, we just got pounced upon by a submarine in shallow water, probably a diesel boat. That's the first thing I'm thinking right now, because that's their hunting ground. Littoral and shallow waters near the coastline of mainland China. That's where they're going to position all their Mings and their Songs and their Yuans. All those are going to be in there. So we have a new sonar contact bearing 287 to the west in the direction of Beijing. Major seaport over there. Our depth is 150 feet, probably right off the bottom. Our thermal layer is at 183 though. We'll have to see what water depth is whenever we start. So we're going to stay at 25,000 yards because if this guy's a diesel boat, we can just go around him. This is definitely not our target. It's a diesel. It's a submarine. We're looking for the tender, the resupply ship. You know what? The submarine could be with the resupply ship. That's possible. We'll have to verify that. All right, so our speed is 10 knots. We're going to slow down. Let's engage at 25,000 yards. We will not detect him at 25,000 yards. Let's see what happens.
On sonar, lost contact.
Yeah, we are
last
very
bearing
shallow.
287, contact faded.
There's no layer. Check this out, folks. Total water depth is 222 feet, and there's no flippin' layer. All right. Can you guys see this? We do not want to be headed that way. The threat was bearing 270. So here's what I want to do. In this video game, there is no key button to press to deploy your towed array. The towed array is calculated as being deployed or not deployed based on how close to the bottom you are. If you're within 50 feet of the bottom, your towed array is not deployed. We are technically 72 feet from the bottom right now. It should be deployed, but I'm going to come to I was going to come to 150 feet. That's where we're actually at. So we know the towed array is out. Even though you don't visually see it, it's calculated as if it's deployed. The next thing you want to do is put the target or your threat axis, if you don't have a bearing or a contact rather, on the beam of the bearing. So I'm going to take his bearing. It was like 267, right? And we're just going to add 90 to that. So we're going to go here. Bunk. It's going to be 357. So we're going to come right to course 357.
Come right to 357. Helm aye.
If you were in a hurry, you could easily increase your speed during this turn. I'm not in a hurry, so we're not going to worry about that. There we go. Now, in a shallow water environment with the modern torpedoes we have, you always want to shoot active sonar. You don't want to do a passive track on your torpedo in this environment. It's very likely you'll either never get a detection, it'll easily be spoofed because of all the noise that's about to happen, and it could also long dart into the ground quite quickly. Now, remember what I said about being perpendicular to your active? If this target begins going active, we'll have to make a change. We don't want to be detected. His active detection range in this environment is greater than our passive range, even with our towed array, in terms of localization. Like, we may get a stray 50 hertz. In this environment, that's not going to help us.
Steady course.
We'll need something better than that. All right, I'm going to come up to 120 feet.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
me go 5 degrees up on our planes. And we're just going to creep from 150 to 120. This is going to give me a little bit better search range. The farther your towed array is off the bottom, all the way to the halfway point to the surface is the sweet spot, really. If there's no layer like we have now. But if there is a layer, the sweet spot is always the bottom to layer depth, the halfway point of that. Well, not always, but in this video game, that's where you want to be searching. I can feel the other sonarmen, the real sonarmen out there going, technically, and yeah, you're right. Don't say that online, okay? We're talking about a video game. This is not War Thunder forums. All right, we're still at 5 knots. We're doing a search down that way. So the problem with what's happening right now is I could probably end the mission right now, but I'm not going to, is we're going to try and find this diesel boat. This is going to demonstrate how difficult it is to find a quiet diesel boat that's just picketing. He's not transiting. He's not going nowhere. He was told by Xi Jinping to get out to this point and submerge and wait, look for Americans, and here we come along, the Seawolf. Now I can't mark this map, but I know that he's somewhere in this direction. Now we're going to do a 3-minute search at this depth and at this speed. I don't expect to get him. This would be an exception to my rule of never using active sonar. This could be an environment in which we use active sonar to detect this target outside his torpedo range. Was that a ping, or am I hearing things? I swear I heard a ping. Okay, that might be my PTSD kicking in. Sorry about that. That happens sometimes. Yeah. So, now what he'll do is he'll hear our active and he'll shoot on the bearing. But if he's 15, 20,000 yards away, we'll just go around that torpedo like it's not even there. One thing we know for certain is he's not within 5,000 yards. We would definitely, I don't care if he's a Yuan type Charlie, the newest one that China has. If he's within 5,000 yards, we're going to know it. So he's definitely, we know he's 15 or 5,000 yards plus to the west in the direction we're looking. Something else we could do is we could put a torpedo out there and do the searching for us. This was not realistic at all. You would never do this in real life, but this is a video game. Let's do this. So I'm going to do firing point procedures to the west, bearing only. Yeah, bearing only. I'm going to do the run to enable at probably 6,000 yards. We know he's greater than 5, right?
Shoot 2-1. Aye, sir.
I just want to make sure that we weren't going to lose the wire there.
Sonar, new contact bearing.
There he is.
3, 4, 2. Designated Sierra 1.
Uh-oh. Steer that weapon. Uh-oh. Shoot. He's right in front of us. That's not good. All right, right 5 degrees rudder. I'm going to try and slowly get our bow off of him. If he goes active, I'm shooting a second weapon. This is called a dogleg. Just like, for those of you that play golf, you know what a dogleg course looks like, or a dogleg hole looks like. We are going to generate bearing separation between our weapon and us before we enable the weapon. So the first time he hears that weapon enable or go active, when I say enable, I mean ping active, he'll have a fraudulent bearing or an incorrect bearing. So that's what's that red thing on the screen? What the hell's that? Do you guys have a red thing on your screen, or am I seeing things? We have an artifact. Okay. Does it look like a dog leg? It's bent like a dog leg is, yeah. So ideally you want to get about 30 degrees of bearing separation minimum. So if he's the top of the triangle, so the angle of our green line back down to our torpedo, that spread needs to be 30 degrees, roughly. Or it could be even 90. 90 is excellent, but 30 degrees is a good, realistic number. The problem with this contact is that it's not on the bearing of the threat. Let's see if we can classify it here. While we're waiting for our torpedo to go way out there. Let's go ahead and bring up the sonar screen for you guys. Let's see what Sierra 1 is. I think it's a submarine, so we're going to... Shit. All right, enable the weapon.
Con, sonar, new contact bearing 290. Designated Sierra 2.
There we go. That's what I'm trying to do.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
He's freaking close. Holy smokes.
Con, sonar, Sierra 2 is classified as
so she goes.
submerged submarine.
Head 2/3.
Make turns for 10 knots. Maneuvering aye. Con, maneuvering. Making turns for 10 knots.
Sonar lost contact. Sierra 2, last bearing 289. Contact breaking up.
All right, the Romeo is toast. We still don't know who Sierra 2 is. Sierra 1, rather. Head 1/3.
Make turns for 5 knots. Maneuvering aye.
So what I'm going to do here with our weapon, let's reload tube 1. I'm going to steer our weapon onto Sierra 1. I'm not going to kill it until I know that it's hostile. This could just be a merchant. We don't know. Man. Oh yeah. Well,
Con, maneuvering.
If I'm going to classify it, I'm going to show it to you guys.
5 knots.
All right, that's the Romeo's weapon. That's why you want to dogleg the weapon when that you shoot, so he shoots down the wrong bearing. That's exactly what happened there. All right, I'm trying to classify this knucklehead. Notice how I didn't panic and go to, yeah, it's merchant.
Con, sonar, Sierra 1 is classified as merchant.
Let's turn the weapon off that bearing for safety. Let's come to periscope depth. We don't know that that's the only submarine out here.
Feet.
This could still be the tender. I'm going to put eyeballs on
Con,
it.
torpedo room, tube 1 ready. Make depth 4, 5 feet, dive high.
All right, we're going to get up to periscope depth and take a look down the bearing of 343. You love the sub games? Yeah, it is about holding your nerve. We held our nerve on this one.
Con, dive at 4, 5 feet, dive high.
Up scope.
Up scope.
Okay, he's definitely a merchant. Do a quick safety search. I don't like the black line being on the horizon, but I can't steer that. We do have a radar out there that's detecting us. I think it's his navigation radar. Oh shit. Down?
Down scope.
Oh, his torpedoes blew up. Okay. In this game, when torpedoes run out of fuel, they just explode. Whatever. Alright, that's it. Well done. So that's how you kill a Romeo, even though it kind of surprised us, and it was not where we thought it was, on either bearing, by the way. We were able to adjust the plan and then attack it. And because we doglegged, that made a big difference. Okay, here we go. Let's leave combat. Yeah. One Romeo is sunk. There was no other submarine or surface ship out there. That was not my mission, I know. So right now, let's go ahead and save it. I'm trying to get to my torpedo room.